You mess around, you will find out on a cold and fateful day in January of 2021. The United States Capitol was stormed by a violent mob of supporters of then-President Donald Trump. Among the chaos and confusion, one woman named Ashli Babbitt found herself at the center of a tragic event that would forever change the course of history. Ashli Babbitt was a devoted Trump supporter who had traveled from her home in California to Washington, D.C. to participate in the Stop the Steal rally on January 6th. As tensions escalated, she made the fateful decision to join the mob as they breached the House Speaker's lobby in an attempt to disrupt the certification of the 2020 presidential election results. Amidst the chaos of the mob, Ashli found herself at the forefront, pushing her way through the crowd towards the doors of the Speaker's lobby. Suddenly, shots rang out, and Ashli fell to the ground, fatally wounded by a single bullet fired by a Capitol police officer. The news of her death sent shockwaves across the nation, sparking a debate over the use of deadly force in such situations. In the aftermath of Ashli's tragic death, her family was left devastated and grieving. As they struggled to come to terms with their loss, they found themselves thrust into the spotlight, as the media and the public dissected every detail of the events that led to her untimely demise. As the months passed, the family of Ashli Babbitt filed a lawsuit against the United States government, alleging that her constitutional rights had been violated when she was shot and killed by the Capitol police officer. The lawsuit argued that Ashli was unarmed and posed no immediate threat to the officer or anyone else in the vicinity, and that her death was therefore unjust and unlawful. After months of legal wrangling and negotiations, the Trump administration agreed to settle the lawsuit with the family of Ashli Babbitt, agreeing to pay them nearly $5 million in compensation for their loss. The settlement was seen as a controversial move by many, with critics arguing that it set a dangerous precedent for future cases of police violence and excessive use of force. Despite the monetary compensation, the family of Ashli Babbitt continued to mourn her loss, grappling with the pain and grief of losing a loved one in such a senseless and tragic manner. As the one-year anniversary of her death approached, they struggled to come to terms with the reality of their loss and to find a way to honor her memory and legacy in a meaningful and positive way. In the end, the story of Ashli Babbitt was a complex and tragic one, a tale of a devoted supporter who lost her life in the midst of a political storm that shook the very foundations of American democracy. Her legacy would live on in the hearts and minds of those who knew her, as a symbol of the dangers of extremism and violence and the need for compassion, understanding, and unity in a divided and polarized world. P.S. Trump is a racist, so-called white nationalist dog. He's a liar, a thief, narcissistic pig, and the highest level of criminology that exists in the United States, period. I don't drink that Trump's juice. Let the records be flecked.